Now, what is the internet? So this picture that I'm showing is a very coarse-grained view of the internet, where you can kind of see that this part being the ISPs, okay, internet service provider. All there are in these ISPs are just these cylinders with the cross, okay, indicating that this is an exchange. So ISPs, the machines in there are mainly there to do data exchange. And then you guys are here, most of you guys are here. In NTU is an institutional network where you might be accessing the internet through wireless AP. So this is Wi-Fi. Some of you might be sitting in a dorm and having wired connection, having a PC accessing through wired connection. And some of you might be sitting at home, then your laptop connecting to Wi-Fi AP, and then connect to your ISP, and then to the rest of the internet. Now, some of you might be sitting in a cafe. That would be nice, I know. And then you guys are probably accessing the internet through your 4G network and watching the video on the laptop. That is a mobile network there you are accessing, or you can just call it wireless network if you want. Okay, so this is just saying that there are a number of different ways, a number of different kinds of access to the core of the internet. Now, in a little bit more detail and give you the full nuts and bolts view, so meaning the components. So first of all, you see the entities we're using as users are all these, okay, computing devices, PC, server, wireless laptop, smartphones. Okay, and these things are called hosts, or more professionally, end systems. Okay, we don't just call them systems because there's one common feature among these special hosts. They are all kind of sitting at the very end of this huge internet. Okay, end systems, very edge of the internet. And then, as I mentioned, right? So whatever machine you're using, whatever end systems you're using, you're connected somehow, right? To a cellular tower, right? To a Wi-Fi AP, to a institutional switch. Okay, so inside NTU, there are also a number of these routers exchanging data because we do have several departments, right? So you see typically institutional networks, there are a few more level of hierarchy than the home network, than the mobile network. But some of you could be accessing the NTU PEEP, a wireless network to the internet, all right? So these access networks, what I meant by access network there are not really there's a network, okay? Really, they are communication links, right? So if it's wireless, then we are using a radio link. If it's wireless and through a satellite modem, it's a satellite link. Now, if you're connected from home, chances high that it's a fiber link. Now, if you are connected through Ethernet I know for sure is copper link. All right, so these are different communication links we might use to access the internet. They can be wireless and wired. Now, these different access link or communication link technologies are all slightly different in terms of this, the transmission rate, the number of bits they can transmit per second, BPS. Now, in this course, computer networks, we also call this transmission rate the bandwidth. It actually meant more the width of the communication band, okay, of the network band. Now, this is somewhat different from if you take electromagnetic wave courses, when we're talking about, oh, there's certain frequency band in the EM waves that we're using to transmit modulate bits. Okay, so bandwidth there is also referring to the frequency band. But here, the bandwidth, we actually refer to the network channel band. All right. At the abstract level, it's also a band, but we actually meant the band of slightly different things. And last, yeah, very important entity. Most of us don't see a router in our everyday life. If you want to see one, I don't know, check out these videos released by Google and showing their data center. All these, slim boxes there is a router, okay? And they are running all the time, passing data, forwarding data in really high speed, okay? And by the way, I'm actually saying the routers forward packets because on the internet, the data are usually divided into chunks, okay? And these chunks are referred to as packets. So later on, you'll see me saying data packets or data messages. Okay, I actually meant things that are similar, all right? So routers, well, there's just one thing, routers. Of course, these routers are manufactured by different companies, so therefore there are different brand names like Cisco, like D-Link, yeah, lots of them. Juniper, there's another one, a major one in the States.